Welcome back to Speak for Yourself. This is the most fun I'm going to have today because I get to look at every single AFC quarterback with Joy Taylor's help because there's more pressure than ever amongst the quarterbacks, your favorite quarterbacks. Joy, what I need from you, just toss out a division in the AFC and I am going to tell you what quarterback in that division is under the most pressure, under the most scrutiny. Get me started.
All right, we did the NFC yesterday. Start with a stacked AFC West. Which quarterback is under the most pressure?
AFC West. There's really no more stacked division in football. Russell Wilson, he just got to Denver. Patrick Mahomes, Derek Carr, Justin Herbert. I think this is the most talented quarterback division in the history of the game of football. The AFC West in the year of 2022 is the most talented division in the history of football. So who's under the most pressure? It's Justin Herbert. It's very, very simple. I've never seen a guy get more praise without accomplishing things collectively. We're already putting him in the Hall of Fame, seemingly. I get it. He looks the part. Tall, blonde, blue eyes. I get it. I don't know if he should have a surfboard under his arm or a football in his hand. He looks the part. But, Joy, he hasn't made it to the playoffs yet. He hasn't made it to the playoffs, y'all. Playoffs? Ain't done it. So for that reason, Justin Herbert, to me, under significantly more pressure than Derek Carr, who's teamed up with his best friend Devontae Adams. Patrick Mahomes, his whole career is playing with house money. And Russell Wilson, pressure, not as much as Herbert.
You know, we did not agree on a lot yesterday. We are off to a swimming start. I completely agree. You got to make the playoffs this year, which sounds crazy in this division, but Justin Herbert and the Chargers have to make the playoffs this year.
Anything.
All right, let's move on to the AFC North. Emmanuel Acho, who has the most pressure?
This division is tricky because Lamar Jackson is in it. Now, remember in the North, who's going to start for the Steelers? Mitch Trubisky, Kenny Pickett. We'll get to that in about 10 minutes. But Deshaun Watson, he has more pressure about his own life than on the football field. Joe Burrow, house money. So who is it? Lamar Jackson. Joy, Lamar Jackson is playing this season for or with $250 million fully guaranteed. Understand me when I say Lamar Jackson is playing this season for $250 million or he'll sign a deal and he is playing with $250 million. Either way, that is tremendous pressure. Knowing I have $250 million on the line or just as much, knowing I got to prove I deserve that $250 million, man, it don't get more scrutinous than that.
I agree. This is a contract situation for Lamar Jackson. It's been a bit of a noisy
Wait a second. My IFC messed up.
I know.
Did you say I agree?
I agree. It's weird. I don't know what's happening.
Okay,
the moon is aligning.
I thought it was faulty.
I agree with you on Lamar Jackson. Now, I do think that the Ravens are going to sneak up on a lot of people this year because everyone's paying attention to what happened last year and forgetting that a lot of that was due to injury. I think all the pressure in this division is actually on the Ravens for all the reasons that you already outlined. So let's go to the AFC East. Who is it here?
So there's a simple front runner in Tua, the simple front runner. And that's what I initially wanted to say. Why? Third year, Justin Herbert's better, Joe Burrow's better in their third years, allegedly. But the answer is found in this man, Zachary Wilson. There's a quote, Joy. Nobody cares what you're doing until you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. The Zach Wilson jokes this offseason were fun. The whole mom's best friend jokes, they were all fun. We got our chuckles. You got more than your chuckle on the herd. So I get it. But it's only going to be fun if he's winning. If Zach Wilson has another no touchdown, 4 interception game, which he had last year, all the jokes end promptly. Keep in mind, dude was 3-10 as a starter last year. Keep in mind, he had significantly more interceptions than touchdowns. Keep in mind, he had a 55% completion percentage. All them jokes, all them your mama jokes, they're going to get real serious if he don't button up this year.
No, the obvious choices to it and the correct choices to it. So there ends our streak on agreement. No, it is on to it. He's in his third year. He's further into the NFL. They made a lot of changes this offseason to set up things for Tua. They've already tried to replace him 3 times. He's really got to prove he is the guy in Miami. Zach Wilson will get another year even if he is down. They'll probably go into a coaching change, but they're not going to bail on Zach Wilson if he struggles again this year. The pressure is on Tua. Finally, it's the AFC South. Acho, who has the most pressure here?
Gosh, this is an ugly quarterback division. Like, truly, truly an ugly quarterback division. Davis Mills, I'm just glad you're in the NFL. You won some games last year. I'm happy for you, big dog. Keep stacking checks. No pressure for Matt Ryan. I mean, he made it to a Super Bowl. He has an NFL MVP. Plus, the Colts, they're not that mad of a fan base. So the pressure to me comes to Ryan Tannehill, because Trevor Lawrence, you were decent enough as a rookie as your sophomore year. Ryan Tannehill under the most pressure. You're playing with Derrick Henry, the greatest back of the latter half of the generation, right? For me, Adrian Peterson, clear-cut greatest back of the first half of my generation of ball. But Derrick Henry, a 2,000-yard rusher. There's only about 8 of them, and he's believed to have another 2,000-yard season in his back pocket, y'all. Ryan Tannehill ruined all of Derrick Henry's greatness last year because they were the 1 seed, went to the playoffs. Tannehill had 3 interceptions, and they got bounced by Joe Burrow in Joe Burrow's first playoff appearance. Ryan Tannehill, you better step up, big dog.
I don't adamantly disagree with you, but I do slightly disagree with you, only because of the makeup of the organization and where the Colts are right now. I think that they will have a coaching change if they don't do well this year. I think it is a new opportunity for Matt Ryan. It wasn't the most gracious exit from Atlanta. So there is a little bit of pressure on Matt Ryan to take them over the line that Carson Wentz, your guy, couldn't do. I'm not buying into Ryan Tannehill and the Titans anymore. I love Derrick Henry. He might be my favorite player in the league. But like you said, his hard work is squandered constantly. So I don't know the expectations are going to be as high for the Titans this year.
I hear you. Well, hopefully Tannehill can fulfill the Titans' Super Bowl dreams.